Blessed morning to you all. Blessed morning to our supporters, our viewers. As you know, we love you like that, and we are here to present you another segment of the Railbird Corner for this Sunday, June 15, 2025. I am Oliver Buchanan, and here you have,
Junior Fender.
yes, enough respect, Mr. Fender, as we go straight into Sunday's selection. My first banker, as we always start with the banker program, is race number 2, horse number 6, Moneybox. Moneybox is expected to take this one away quite easy because he is given an easy task here. He is placed in a race where we can consider him a banker because he needed a run and last, and he fought very well and got a good second. But we are gonna look for money box to go one place better here and get on top of these. Look for good run from the real identity, who I think is not showing enough pace where I can use him to devour a money box here. So I'm gonna go for number 6 money box over number 1 the real identity, and look for Waterman John, who is number 3 Waterman John, who has a little speed and pace in comparison to these, and he's handicapped like that. So I'm looking for him to be effective here. My next selection as a banker is race number 3, horse number 2, Always Right. Yes, I'm gonna go with Always Right here. I was going with her for a while, and then I left her and it's back with her now, even though she has not emerged with a win. But I am taking her this time. Always Right face a lot of impediment and crowding in her races in recent times, and I think with this small field she's gonna get the opportunity to show what she can, and I'm going with her as a banker here. She's looking good at exercise. I love the way she's progressing, and I'm gonna take her like that. So it is Always Right over number 6 Captain Philip, who will do this trip very well. He's gonna take off some weight with Eric Horton, so, and he's looking good at exercise, working well also. So I'm gonna go with Always Right to beat cap number 6, number 3 Always Right, 2 Always Right ahead of number 6 Captain Philip, and number 1 I Am Interested, who did show a good impression on last. He finished 4th, but I thought he could have done better. He was a little impeded by Miss Linton early in the straight, and I'm looking forward for him to improve on his placings. Last but not least, you can look for Papa Gray, who has the speed and pace in the race and could well use that as a good advantage here. My next selection is my third banker of 3, race number 7, horse number 5, Atomica. Atomica is the big woman of this group. Yes, she is the class horse here, and I think she's gonna get more relaxed ease on the headlines here. She's gonna be more relaxed here. She's in with 119 pounds, not overburdened for a horse who always carries a lot of weight. I think she's getting this one, and I'm gonna take her as a cinch to close off my bankers here with the 6-time champion Omar Walker for trainer Gary Sobriety. Look forward for good runs from number 1 Fun Can Done, who did not do badly when he came off arrest in his first run for the season. He's working well. I think he clocked 127 for 7 furlong. That is going to speak volume for him. And I respect Fun Can Done as a multi-mile winner. So at 3-year-old, so he's gonna be more seasoned and more mature by now. So you can look for him to compete well here. I'm gonna look to number 4, Run Julie Run, to be the next one to pose a real threat here. She's fast, she has the speed and the pace, and she can sit off. She can be regulated and then come again. So she is in with a fighting chance. But I'm gonna go with Atomica straight out as my banker. Yes, my next selection on the card is on my next segment, my individual first choice. Yes, my first individual first choice here on this card is race number 5, horse number 4, Natural Dancer. Natural Dancer ran pretty well and last. She needed that blowout. She's back here with Devonay Thomas replacing the apprentice Anthony Fraser, who really did not ride her bad, but she is more relaxed here. She's given a good race and is getting a good opportunity. So I'm gonna go with Natural Dancer as a good individual first choice here. Look for good run from number 10, Wayne's Princess, who has been performing well and knocking at the door. So look at her with Radesh Roman aboard. You can see that with a positive light. So I'm gonna take Natural Dancer, number 4, Natural Dancer, as my first individual first choice, ahead of number 10, Wayne's Princess. Look for good runs from number 5, Princess Talisi. Princess Talisi with Demar Williams is looking good here. She is performing well and she's running creditable lately. So she has shown good ability in the earlys and she lost it, but she seemed to be picking up the pieces now. So we're gonna show some respect to Princess Talisi. Next in line is horse number 8, Bernard the Quick. He has speed and pace, and I think he has a little class in comparison to these. He's not performing up to par, but if he comes good, you can look for him to be out there in front with a good front running rider, Wesley Henry, and prove competitive. Yes, my next selection on the card is race number 8, horse number 8, Alke Bulan. I'm gonna take Alke Bulan, who is taken by Radish Roman once more. He chose to ride him again. He did face a little adversity, some misfortune when he got a slight bump in the earlys and then he stumbled after. The time before he came and was darting left through the tunnel at close to the winning post. So he really had it in the last 2 races. I think from a good clean clear trip, he's gonna just be a winner here. Alkebulan is taken as my individual first choice, my second one of 3. Look for good runs from number 7, Spraga, who has been running reasonably well. Yes, this Spraga has been running pretty creditable. He's running reasonable lately and seems to be holding a little consistency on that. I'm going to look for number 13, Lucky Papa, on the wide outside with the best draw, going 4 furlongs, taking off a 7 pounds here. That is going to be good for him. So look for Lucky Papa to be of good competition and contest well here. I'm going to take another number 5, Girlie the Busher, as my final horse to contest well here. She has been supported, well supported in recent times, but she's not delivering. She looks a little different in terms of her condition. She's looking physically better. So I'm gonna go with her to give a chance, give a say in the outcome here. My final individual first choice, I'm gonna move to race 9, horse number 8, Magical Mood with Prince Daggerman Older. Can you believe it? We are gonna get Daggerman Older back on the grass in the winner's enclosure. I am strongly believing that. So I'm gonna take number 8, Magical Mood, as my final individual first choice. She has been performing really well. She ran in a good, strong race last time, and I'm expecting her to just go much better here, improve on her placings and move it from a fourth to a win. Yes, look for good runs from number 10, Rosa the Warrior, who did run, I think, in the race with Magical Mood and came fifth, and she still is good. Look for number 11, So Beautiful, who won from one run from with trainer Philip Elliott. She's now gone to his nephew Rick Brown, so this could be a family affair with she's so with So Beautiful. She's good enough to ever seen the outcome, and family or not, she's given a chance to contest well here. Look for good runs from number 9, Spirit of Light, who did do his best out of the straight since being in the island, and I'm gonna go with him to be of good competition. Look for number 4, Basilicus, who is looking good in condition, much better physically, and number 7, Unruly Dude with Philip Parchment. So that one is gonna be a little competitive race, but I'm gonna take number 8, Magical Mood, to emerge. Back to Mr. Fender to complete his thing.
Yes, welcome and thanks, Bash, for introducing me to deal with my segment. I won't be long on this, but let me say I like this Sunday card. It, I think we should really have a wonderful day here at the park here, because the card is looking so interesting, and the fields are quite supportive with the
Yes,
entries.
yeah, man, this is a
And
tough card, you know.
yes,
If you notice, the bankers are not 1 to 9 bankers,
right,
and the individual. The race is nice. The field are well supported and is gonna be competitive.
yes.
Yes.
And as you know, it's this Sunday is a special day.
Oh my, this is the
Father's,
Father's Day.
yeah,
Yes, and I, as a dad, have to respect, and
yes,
even if you're not a dad, because you're supposed to have a father who
yeah,
you're supposed to show some respect and
of course,
courtesy for bringing you here.
yes.
Yes.
And
So
that is what I have been noticing. You know, the improvement in that area with the kids to the fathers, the supportive, and everyone
well,
happy.
I can't complain on that because my kids really support with me and interact with me like have a
Yes,
good rapport.
yes,
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 I'm feeling good to know that I don't have my kids moving away from me like that.
yes.
Really happy.
Yes, and racing, thoroughbred racing here in Jamaica at Caymanas Park for this special day, I have no doubt that it is going to be enjoyable. You know, well, I I I just have a few races to share what I like, and I think that you know, although it's looking pretty tough, you know, the card and these races looking pretty tough. But I, as usual, I always want to start off pretty good. And I will start off in the first race here. I see three horses that I like, right? Um, I like horse number 4, Bugatti, with this young apprentice for diploma. Yes, I like him here. I also like number 5, Zion. I think I did share liking that horse in the previous race, but I'm going back with him today with Napier, because Marlon Anderson, as you know, is a pretty good trainer, and his stable is always looking up, right? And finally, in this segment here is horse number 10, Big Jewel, and you know, Ryan Darby, I think, is due now. We haven't seen him in the enclosure for a while, but I think he has done well with this horse, and I like this horse. Can be a real upset in the race. And with this apprentice that is doing very well, D. Williams, I I am selecting this one to really come out on top here. Right. So I'll be moving on now to horse to race number 3. Yeah. All right. This third race is uh, always right for me, and also number 7 medal award. And these are the two horses in this race I think will fight it out. I'm giving the edge to Always Right, the Mikey Marlowe entry here. All right, I'm moving on now to race number 6, the Father's Day special, you know, and boy, I won't be long on this. I'm just sharing what I like and what I think will, you know, fight this out. All right, horse number 7, Chief in Command, with your favorite new name
Chop Lord.
that is running the track right now, Chap Lord.
Ryan Lewis.
Ryan Lewis, Chief in Command for trainer Spencer Chung. And we know Spencer Chung, a classic trainer and so forth. Also, I like number 13 with Joyful Surprise. I think I did mention this horse in our previous show, and with Wesley Callaloo Henry, you know. So these are the two horses on this Father's Day special that I think will fight out this race, this maiden condition race. All right, moving on to race number 7, the Mark My Word. And as you know, Bash, I always ask of you with these big horses, with these big races,
Yeah,
memorable.
these feature races, we always share a little thing or two in them.
Yeah. Yes, Bash. We always do a little insight on these special horses when these races comes about.
Yes, when these races comes around, we have to say something about Mark My Word, who was a Triple Crown horse. He won Horse of the Year, maybe more like maybe 3 times or so, but he won it multiple times. He won with Dickie Cardenas, Winston Griffiths, Omar Walker. It was really a good horse, Mark My Word. I can tell you, it was by Market Rally out of Horse Chestnut, by,
Yes.
by Miss Chestnut,
Yeah.
by Horse Chestnut. And I'm going to show some respect to Mark My Word. I
Yes.
did take my final banker there,
Yes.
as in Atomica.
Yes.
So you know how I am, my take
Yeah.
on this particular race.
And
But it's good to always have a say in the feature race, because
Right.
feature race is a feature race.
right. And I
Yes.
must say, hands up for the trainer, the Hall of Fame trainer that trained this horse, Richard Zan. You know?
Yes.
So great, Richard Zan. We are looking forward for you to find another one of this class. And
Yes.
and no doubt you will. Right, Bash?
Yes, he has the stock, so sometimes know where the dice will roll.
Right.
All you have to do is keep rolling the dice.
Right. So, you know, I am ending my my piece on this race, right, Bash? And you know, I am handing over to you because that's our
Yes,
style.
yes, it's no problem holding the mantle. Yes, I'm gonna grab the mantle and hold it because you're putting it over to me, and I'm gonna swiftly go to my next section, which is race number 4, horse number 7, Monster Vigorous as an outsider. I'm gonna take Monster Vigorous as a good outsider here and happily take him and good for Tanika Wolf, because I used to pronounce her name as Tanisha because I miscued on looking at the spelling of her name. I thought I saw Tenecia, but it's Teneca. So her name is Tanika Wolf. The pronunciation is Tanika. It's good to see her having her best ride yet. She still has a good ride. She got good horses, but they weren't on key to give her the win like that. This one can give her the win. I'm taking her as an outsider. She's good enough to be a winner here. Look for good winning run from number 8 Global Machine, who went in front and stopped abruptly, but is still good enough to have a say here. Look for number 1 Speed and Wheel with Shane Ellis and Matthew J. Williams to come up alive here, as she has been getting support recently. Look for number 4 Fort Aldane, who I expected to do a little better than he did on last, but he is still expected to get his head in the picture here. And last but not least, number 10 Military Light, who could be the strongest contestant here to win this race. But Monster Vigorous is my outsider here. Good outsider to get in the exotics. My final outsider is race number 6, no horse number 2, Native Flyer, in the Father's Day special. And I would love to give you this as a Father's Day special. Get her into your mix-up. This is Andrew Wright. A lot of people not looking out for Andrew Wright here are expecting him to come up with anything, so you could have some money here with Native Flyer getting into the exotics. Yes, look for good runs from number 11 Enthusiastic, who are showing good speed and is in with 2/3, so he could be planning to improve his placing here. Look for number 7 Chief in Command, who worked pretty well, looking good. He non-started. He was scratched on his intended debut, but he's back here again, and we're looking forward to him to give us a good run. One more in the lineup, as Mr. Fender say, Joyful Surprise is looking so good at exercise. She's a Michelka offspring. Her dam is named Michelka, so Michelka is good. Ozzy used to race Michelka here, and I think she can come up with something. Last but not least, number 12 altogether, who has a good second, is going to make a mark here. So look for all these horses that I mentioned to give and make a mark on them. Native Flyer is my final selection as an outsider here, and this is where the buck will stop for this race card. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thanks for your audience, and I hope that you will give us the likes, the support, and give us all that you can. Please do endorse this program, as we appreciate who is doing it, and we're looking forward to show some more appreciation to some newcomers who is expected to come on board. Thank you very much. Mr. Fender, have you any last say on...
Well, Bash, I just want to say thanks to all the advertisers that is advertising
on our channel.
Yes.
Yes, we do
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yes.
Hats off to them like that.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Fender, you're touching a good point there.
Yes.
Hmm?